So I have shared a screen here. So I share online. You guys can see the sharing the screen share.
Yes, I can see the slide now. Okay, you will have 7 minutes for your presentation.
So, is it on the second slide? I think
Yeah, it's on the now it's in the cover. Now it's in the second slide.
and
Yeah.
problems and
Yeah, problem is coming. Okay, so your 7 minutes. So your 7 minutes start now.
greetings from Finland. My name is Jesse, so I'm from ChatGM, and we are the first blockchain-based chat app that can chat with Telegram, WhatsApp, and Discord. Also, probably one of the few, or like the only one, Web3 dApps that can connect directly to Web2 big tech companies platforms.
Mhm.
So, as you know, wallets similar to names and phone numbers are becoming like a major personal identifiable, method. But unlike emails or phone numbers, people are like us, we cannot chat, we cannot communicate using crypto wallets. That's why this application exists, and this is great timing because in the EU we also have like a new laws that is called Digital Markets Act, and it actually allows like smaller messaging apps like us to demand interoperability from like big tech platforms like WhatsApp, Facebook, and Messenger. And finally, we are the only messenger in the market that doesn't require like a phone numbers or email for sign up. The way it works is that users can actually use any EVM or Bitcoin wallets, existing one, to register for connect on our apps. And even if user don't have any existing wallets, they can also register and they can start chatting. They can securely send like encrypted messaging, video calling, transfer cryptos from the EVM and Bitcoin wallets between the wallets, as well as to their friends on Telegram, WhatsApp, and Discord seamlessly, thanks to the EU Digital Markets Act. So it looks like a little bit like this one. And also, when transferring crypto, they can just exchange like a very simple username, like @gm.userid instead of like a crypto wallet. So right now, we are supporting EVM, all the EVM chains, as well as Bitcoin mainnet and Bitcoin Lightning. But of course, we can also add support for Polygon. So we, any other chains later on in the future, Aptos as well. And yeah, so we also will integrate like AI, like a really specific crypto assistant, trained both on chain, off chain, and publicly available data to actually answers about like a certain, for example, like newly launched coins for customers, as well as in the longer term, we want to train this AI to be good enough to protect customers. Like wallets, so that they don't that like we can help protect them from like all these scam websites or debts. Yeah, and we will also launch our own tokens, which is the governance token on our own chain. And this chain we would use Avalanche subnet to build. And the chain is for us to, of course, have the community to be part of like ChatGM, as well as like we want to launch like mini decentralized application uh, on this chain. And the reason we do this is because we have a lot of experience working with like big brands that wants to enter Web3, but because there's just so much risk for them. So building like a smaller, much more simple apps on a neutral platform would be a much better a much better choice for them, instead of like they create a different Web3 apps and launch it by themselves. Yes, and this is the competitive landscape. As you can see, we are the only one that actually support both Bitcoin and Ethereum virtual machines. We will also soon launch like an OTC Bitcoin exchange as well as like a multi-chain DEX aggregator right inside the app. So those tools are our near-term monetizations. So this is our team. We have founders, as 4 employees total. And so as you can see, we have a strong experience in building brands. So I used to run like one of the most successful consumer brands ever created in the fashion scene in Europe. And even though I'm originally like from Vietnam, and then my CPO spent over 15 years in the gaming and mobile industry, led user acquisition at Gameloft for 12 years, as well as at Amanotes. And we have two co-CTOs. One started developed blockchain since 2015, and one started developed AI since 2017. And we are backed by some of the biggest names in the Web3 space, including the whole founding team of Infinities, as well as like the CEO of the Sandbox and Crypto Valley Ventures in Switzerland, and also Courage Ventures, the venture arm of the richest family in Finland. So as the recap, we also have like a great deal with CyberConnect to onboard their 400,000 monthly active users. To use ChatGM as their DM, standardization within CyberConnect, as well as CyberConnect's apps. We will also set up a similar deal with Lens Protocol and Lens-based apps. And we also have like a network of over 600 indie developers developing HTML5 games that we can also bring on board for our for the trial programs for the mini decentralized applications right away. And the company is registered in Estonia. Yeah, that's about it. So if you guys are interested, you guys can contact me at ekt@chatgm.com. Like this is my Telegram, Jesse Cantron. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Jess. Amazing presentation. And we are just in time. Okay, so you will have about 3 minutes for Q&A and feedbacks from VCs and investors. Okay, start now.
Cool. So,
guys, any question for Jess here?
yes, Eric, you're speaking, right?
Okay. Correct me, I'm wrong. Like, did you run on Bitcoin Lightning or you run on Layer 2 for Firefox?
Currently, we are running on all the testnets, and we haven't launched on mainnet yet, but we aim to launch it in like 2 weeks. And we have like around already like 20,000 users already registered. But we currently support EVM chains and Bitcoin mainnet. For Bitcoin Lightning, it costs us a bit like a quite a chunk of like Bitcoins to set up like the Lightning portal. So we haven't done it yet, but of course we can support also Bitcoin Lightning, and we can also support like Aptos and Solana later on as well.
But that you said about the mass missing encrypted piece is not on chain, right? It's being like external, right?
Yes, so this is like back end, and we use like a protocol. It is called Matrix protocol in order to encrypt it. So this is the same protocol that is used by the CIA, the NSA, as well as Europol to encrypt their internal like communication channels. So now we use the same protocols to create this like encrypted messenger that actually support like all of these EVM and Bitcoin wallets.
So this is not only you are going to sell the tapping function to add a product one. not to have chatting content within the existing part. This the main way you make money, right?
The main way that we make money is from the OTC exchange of Bitcoin. That is like an in-app OTC exchange of Bitcoin, kind of similar to like Paxful. So those are very profitable. And the less profitable one, but the volume is really high, is the DEX aggregator, similar to 1inch. It's like you can think of it as like an in-app 1inch. So those are the near term, short term. But for longer term, we will take the revenue cuts off from all the big Web2 service that is on board onto ChatGM via our mini decentralized application programs.
Okay.
So those, and we integrate with all these like Web3 social, Web3 social protocols, as well as Web3 social apps for free. So we can get a lot of users from that.
Okay. Is there any questions from Eric? Okay. So I see that Mr. Milosh here have some question for you. He asked, will you add more chat platforms in the future, like Facebook or even Zalo?
Yes. So in the future, we will Telegram, WhatsApp, and Discord are our first, three interoperable chat apps that we will work with. But of course, we can support others, except for Zalo, because Zalo is not encrypted, and we cannot work with like unencrypted platforms, because that would violate the Digital Markets Act in the EU. So we can, like in theory, we can work with all of the encrypted messengers and communication service in the world, but Zalo is not encrypted.
Okay. So is there anything else you want to ask? Yes, here.
All right, cool. If you guys don't have any questions, you guys can contact me at jack@jatgm.com or Jessica Tran on Telegram. Or you can also download our app and chat with me on ChatGM.
Yes, and send us link in the
In the chat.
For sure. But of course, and then also go through the Web3 space.